Happy New Year from Teacher Cindy. I am here with another VIpkid video. This video is going to be about sharing a little bit about what I do for rewards during a VIpkid lesson. Now, I am a teacher. I am a mom of, I actually have 13 children. This is my family. And we actually had no TV for about 15 years while I was raising the children. And we got on the computer train pretty late compared to everyone else in my life. But the last few years, everything's gone crazy. And my youngest is 11 now, and so I am sort of enjoying being able to do new things that I wasn't able to do before with with raising a family and everything. And I have gotten a computer, and I have tried a few different things to bring in a little extra income to the house for different reasons. So obviously everybody needs a little extra money. So our family's no different. And as I was scrolling through Facebook one day, I came upon this program called VIpkid, and I decided, what's the worst can happen, right? They said all you need is a teaching degree, and you need to be a teacher, and you can make a little extra money in your free time. So that's what I started out to do. Now, when I first started, I told myself I'm not spending any extra money. When they start asking me to pay something in, then I will reevaluate. But right up until I was hired and signed the contract, there was no money that I had to spend on becoming a VIpkid teacher. So that was really exciting. Now, I have spent some money since then because everybody wants to make sure that they have, the right props and be able to teach well. I did buy this wonderful headband that you see. This was a big $1 at the dollar store. Of course, I do a lot of things at the dollar store. This right here is my Dino doll, and Dino is a really coveted prop for VIpkid teachers. There is a way to earn a Dino on the VIpkid portal, but it is very hard to get one because you have to, it's kind of a long story, but VIpkid teachers know it's not that easy to get your own Dino. This Dino was offered to me through one of the groups, and I jumped on it. It was like $24 or something through the mail, and I'm glad I did because they're getting harder to get on your own. So I'm really glad for that. I think they're coming out with a VIpkid store now. I have not shopped at it at this point in time. But this video is more about what I do for rewards, and sometimes I use 2D rewards. I have a lot of props right here that I use. I might use this one almost every class for congratulations, good job. I got this little bird at the dollar store. Sometimes he shows up. I have party horns. When they do a good job, they love that. I have this party horn, which is kind of cool. I have used, yay, good job, kind of sprinkle it at the camera. It makes for a, festive time. I even used it on the Egypt one for earring, like this, because they talk about earring, and so that was exciting. And I also have this cool little pineapple for when you might be talking about, tropical island or healthy food. And I also have a hamburger hat. I have so many props. I have little props, and I'll use, a lot of them are right around near my desk, and I'll just bring them out. You see the monkey and a lion over here, Dino over here. I have people over here that I can grab, Mike and Meg, and ice cream, weather. So those are some things that I can grab like on the spot. I also have a new little desk down here, right here below this desk, and I have some props on that. So I've kind of learned what I'm what will work, what I can use, like spur of the moment, grab something. So it's kind of fun. But one thing I wanted to talk about, because I have a friend that wanted to just know what Google Slides is. Google Slides is an app. Now, I'm not going to show you how to download it onto your phone. There is a group called Google Slides Official, and it's a Facebook group, and these people on this group will get together and they make up rewards that you can use on your phone with an app. The app right here, the app right here is the Yellow Slides app, and you also have a Google Drive right here. And what you do is you download the programs that run everything, and you can go onto that group and they will like give you a video and everything so that you can set it all up on your computer and on your phone. And there's a lot to it. I had to watch the videos a few times, but once you get it all set up, it's really awesome. These are some rewards that I have been using. Oops, get it in the middle. The last couple of days, and what I can do is I can put them in order of when my classes are. Now, sometimes I will use the same reward all 5-6 classes in a row for that day. Like New Year's, I use some fireworks. I use that for every single class. But sometimes you want to be more specific. Like when I click on this, it comes up to a yellow bar, and I click on Presenter View, Present on this device, and this is about the family unit. Now when I press this and I keep going, I have a slide that says numbers, and then there's family members. And when I click on the number, I ask the student, pick a number, and sometimes he gets a star. And sometimes when you pick the number, you can also turn it this way. I think there's a way to lock it, but I don't usually lock it. There's another star. So when you get a star, you can give them a star on the portal. Or then here is who is he? And that's right in the lesson. Okay, and then you can talk about it. Who is she? And so it's kind of an interactive reward. And so that's one kind. Now there's also games where you can play teacher versus student. So here I have an emoji food reward. So once you load up the reward, I can play a teacher versus student game. Okay, so this is good because I played this with one student and got a rave review. Because you're extending the vocabulary, and you're able, this probably for like a level 3, level 4, or level 5, and like donut, 3 points. So you tell the student, pick one for you, and they'll pick strawberry because they want to eat healthy. Okay, and then they'll say, pick one for teacher, and then you pick one for teacher, and maybe 5 points. And so I do this like 3 or 4 times throughout the lesson. Instead of giving them, you've got a star, you've got an apple, or whatever, I give them the stars on the portal, but then this is the extra secondary reward. And then I'll write teacher, student on here, and then we'll add up the points. Now, if you have a student that is really like needs some brain challenge, I have one student that actually speaks really good English, and he speaks, you'd probably think he was from America. He speaks so well, and he can read very well, but he wants a challenge. So what I did with him was I said, okay, now every time you get a point, I will roll my dice, and I have a dice over here, and I'll roll the dice, and you multiply the number by 2. So if he gets 5, you multiply it by 2. Or if you get 2, multiply it by 5. So, and every time it can be different, so you don't really know who's going to win. And this student just loved it. He loved that program. He was all there with me. He was starting to kind of get a little bit bored sometimes. So that was pretty cool. Now, some of the rewards are like about the topic that you're studying. Like this one, whoops, you have to press the arrow, then you press present on this device, and then it will come up. And this one's about bodies of water, and this one is a find a star. So press on 1, it's a star. Press on 2, you have the ocean. And this also helps to extend the lesson with conversation, vocabulary, but it's also all about the lesson. It's related to the lesson, not completely different. Now, this is really cool because, you know, you've got the interactive star. When I get a star, I'll give them a star on the portal. And then when they have a picture, we might talk about it. Now, if you don't have a lot of time, you might have a slow reader or something, just go through the numbers 1 through 5, 6 through 10 throughout the lesson. Or you could even just, you know, pick a few. Sometimes I don't get through all 10 in a lesson, but I still always give them the 5 stars. I'll just randomly give them the stars throughout the lesson for good reading or whatever. Okay, so that's another kind of Google Slides reward. I also love this one. This one I saw on the group. This is about the panda, okay? All the Chinese kids love pandas. They just, you know, light up when they see a panda. This could work for any age. I mean, even big kids love these. And you'll say, you know, what's this? And they'll say, a ball. So you press the ball, and then there's a cute little panda playing with a ball. So something like this, if I, you know, sometimes I just feel like I just really don't want to get majorly into complicated rewards. I'll use the same reward all throughout the day while I'm teaching that day. Okay? Now, this would work for like little kids, you know, little level 1s. They know what pandas are. They can look at the picture. They might not know all the words for all of these things that are up here, but you can say the word. You can say chair, bicycle, slide, and they can relate to it because they see them in their own little life. And snowman, and they know what a panda is, and they interact with it. And you can do a lot of different things with that as well. So if I'm going to, like today, I used a different reward for every single class. So if you want to do that, like I have the general rewards that I want are in the general area. Now what happens is the last one that you just opened up will be the last one here. So if it was a few slides ago, you might have to go back down here and look through the list to find the next one. I have a notebook next to my computer here, and I write the student's name, I write the level that they're on, I write the topic of the lesson, and then I will write, you know, Google Slides Panda, or Google Slides Find a Star. This one was animals playing sports. I did a lesson today that was about outdoor sports. So this one has words that the student will read, and so you choose the sport, and then you have an animal playing the sport. So there's dogs and fish and different animals that play the sport. So it's kind of a fun way to add a reward, and it, you know, it kind of breaks up the lesson a little bit so that they're not just bogged down with, you know, just general reading. Sometimes with the older kids there is a lot of reading and they might need a little bit of a brain break. This one's really cute. I used this one the other day. This is for level 1. And you just say, Egypt. This little girl, she couldn't say Egypt very well, so we needed all the practice we could get. So every time you press on this correctly, you get a star, and then you're gonna keep getting. He gets a Egyptian costume. Egyptian, and all the kids relate to Dino. They love Dino. So they're Dino, camel, Egypt, and the camel's in the lesson as well. Sometimes my phone doesn't. Okay, so here you have Mummy, and here you have the camel. And then you have the 5th star. I didn't really use the stars, like I didn't use a star every time this star came up. But they can relate to star. Like for this level, you just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? So that kind of, and you can do it right in front of them so they see the action on the phone. Now, there is a way to do the Google Slides inside your camera opening on the portal. I am working on that. I have not figured it all out yet. I have Cam Twist on my computer, and I'm working on how it all works, and I haven't quite figured it out. I've watched all the videos, but I know some other people are having the same issues. So it's just taking me a while to learn. But this much I've learned, and I really think this is fun and helpful. I do not use this all the time. Okay, sometimes like for the real little kids, I have some happy face rewards, and I keep them right in my desk. And I will take these out for the kids, like trials, and you know, they love these funny faces. And I will use these intermittent in my program. I also have emojis, and I have a little desk here with a bunch of different things in it. I have those little erasers. This is French fries. I use these today because we talked about junk food and healthy food and hamburgers and hot dogs, stuff like that. But I think Google Slides is a great program to use and to give variety to your classroom. And obviously there's nothing that matches, you know, the real live soccer ball. I love this one because it's squishy. It's a squishy ball. And sometimes I even throw stuff at my screen. So I just wanted to share a little bit about Google Slides, what it is. So if you think that's something that you're interested in, go ahead and check out the Google Slides Facebook group. And if you would like any more information that I could give you, just go ahead and like and subscribe, and you know, send me a message and I'll get back to you. I am on Facebook. My name is, oh, I'm not going to say my name here. You can send me a message, normandcindy13@gmail.com, or just go ahead and post a message here and we can connect. Alright, so I will see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.